character.
It's really good.
Spencer's here.
Spencer Barris.
Hello.
Yeah. Man, it's going to really annoy some comics you got on before them. I like it.
Me too, dude. First reoccurring guest.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Hey.
First reoccurring.
That was the first time, dude.
Yeah, true.
It's a reoccur, you know?
Yeah,
I'll be back.
He'll be back. How are you, Spencer?
I'm pretty good, dude.
Thanks for coming on the podcast.
No problem.
Yeah. Did you do any like substances or anything before you came on?
I mean, I might have dabbled a little.
Big heroin guy.
If
So
that was
chill.
heroin, he'd be asleep.
But he's done it for
He'd
so
be-
long, he's got a tolerance now.
Yeah.
He feels good when he does heroin.
Would you guys ever do heroin?
If I had certain guarantees, yes.
What are the guarantees?
A really cool celebrity has to be pressuring me to do it, and they have to have bought it. So therefore, I know it's not anything like funky. It's just straight heroin.
How cool are we talking? Like Nick Cage?
I once told my wife, your sister-in-law, that I would do any drug with Justin Bieber if he asked me to. And she was like, "That's dumb." I was like, "It's literally the smartest way to do
Yeah.
drugs."
I think
Yeah,
it's
but
fair.
now his face
Yeah.
is all droopy.
Dude, don't come
That's
at
a little
What about
unkind.
Robert Redford?
Robert Redford?
Yeah. What if he was like, "You want to do heroin with me?"
I would be afraid to do heroin with him because I think he might die.
Yeah, I would think he was just like a
He's pretty
creepy
old.
old guy now.
What
Yeah.
What about Jennifer Aniston?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to think of.
Like,
who else.
I'll hit you with some for you. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. He's retired now.
Yeah.
Likes to do a little heroin. Calls you up.
Is he still like a healthy guy? Does he still like take care of himself after he retires?
Yeah, but I mean, when you have that much aura, you don't really have to be healthy
Yeah.
because he's
Yeah.
retired. in
Shea
this episode.
Gilgeous. Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome.
Caleb is Shea sexual.
I am Shea sexual. Sometimes I fuck up and I'm like, I'm Shea sexual.
Shea sexual. I'm Shea sexual.
I'm Shea sexual.
I'm Shea sexual. Shea would rock you, dude.
Rock me?
Yeah,
Like, what do you mean?
like. Sorry, I got
Like-
distracted by the cat.
You know.
Like your butt would never be the same.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's 6'6".
Yeah.
And he's like really strong.
Oh man, that's the only scenario I can think of Caleb being like out of it. Every time I see him, he's all like calm, cool, and collected,
Mm-hmm.
and he just carries himself a certain way. If Shea Gilgeous-Alexander like invited you to his hotel room,
Dude. that reminds me, did you guys hear the news
what
about
news?
Joe Gatto?
Yeah,
He got
I don't
canceled.
I don't think that's real.
What happened?
He got Me Too'd by when it happened when she was 19.
Wait. But
Imagine, dude.
imagine if they were in it. Now, fuck that 19-year-old.
Oh my god.
And he's like, I had to do it. They were in my ear. They told me to do it. I had to do it. That's the premise
That's
of the
what
show.
everyone's commenting.
Grab her
He's
ass.
like, God, he's the biggest loser ever. It's the worst punishment.
Dude, imagine out of all the people you could get Me Too'd from, it's like Joe Gatto.
He was my favorite too, man. Damn.
I think a celebrity's hotel room is the most dangerous place.
Yeah. Cosby.
Cosby, that's like, yeah, that's the dangerous.
His vicinity is the most dangerous place.
Mm-hmm.
I think Diddy is probably like the most dangerous.
Diddy's pretty
Yeah.
dangerous.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah,
did you see
for
the
sure.
stuff about Drewski?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, what
They
is
Yeah, and he wasn't even famous at the time.
They said
Oh, no.
she said that he used her as a slip and slide.
Yeah.
What?
He said that Drewski. I'm laughing because there's no way it's true because,
Yeah,
like you said,
no
he
way.
wasn't famous at
Wasn't
the time.
famous at
Yeah.
all.
But she claimed that Drewski came in, used the word doused her with baby oil, and then jumped on her like a slip and slide and said he knocked the wind out of her. He was just laying there. And all of a sudden, and he's just sliding
Just the
down.
sky gets dark.
An eclipse happens.
It's the funniest shit ever. I realized something the other night. I heard a bicyclist got hit by a car and died. And the
I actually
question...
saw that video.
You saw the video?
I did.
Because it was close, wasn't it?
What do you mean?
Like the one I read about was in Oklahoma.
Oh, maybe it was Oklahoma. I don't know.
I've been
I did
seeing
see
a
the
lot of
video.
that lately, to be fair.
Yeah.
I saw one, it was like a 13-year-old, an 11-year-old, and a 12-year-old stole a car. And they
Sounds
saw
like the
a
setup
guy.
to a joke.
Dude, they saw a guy on a bike, and they were like, just tap him. Just go like
Wait,
15.
no, that's the one I saw.
Yeah, they're like, just go like 15. They hit him going like 40 and killed him.
Yeah, no, it was bad.
And they had a gun for some reason. They're
Yeah.
kids. They're like in the 7th grade.
Yeah. No, it was terrible.
Pretty fun weekend.
Having access to a car and a gun,
Yeah, as
even
a
at,
child.
even at my age,
Bad combo.
it's still like, man, that's exciting. I mean, the car part. I mean, if it's not my car, I'm like, oh my god, I'm in someone else's car. But if I have a gun in that car,
Yeah.
You should have had a gun in your car. You got robbed. You got attempted robbery.
oh yeah,
You could have just been like, give me your money.
flash it.
I remember telling my dad that story, and he was like, he didn't almost just get robbed. Just hit him with your car.
Dude, okay, that's what everyone was saying. That's what everyone was saying. It was I was on my way to work, and I was like, I could run him over, but like, I don't want to hit someone with my car.
Honestly,
That's
my
like
thought,
life changing.
my thought would be it would fuck up the car,
Yeah.
and then
Fuck up the car,
and then in effect he did rob you,
but
'cause you
also
have to
like
spend all this
on
money.
the news.
Yeah, but that could be a nice lift off point for your career.
Hit a guy with my car.
Just like find the
Hit a guy
video
with
of
my
it.
car. Catch me in Milwaukee.
Yeah, find the video like on Instagram and just comment like, "Hey guys, I'm the guy who did that. I do stand up. Book me." It could be a nice lifting point.
Mm-hmm.
I've opened for some pretty cool people. Send this to your favorite comedian.
If you guys like that gag, wait till you see me on stage.
I have great bits. But no, I read that thing about that guy getting hit by a car, and my reaction was like the same reaction that like old people would have to when a girl gets Me Too'd or like said she got Me Too'd. In my head, I was just like, well, what was he wearing? Because you can't, like, if it's nighttime and you're on a bike, you can't be
Yeah.
wearing something like black and sleek
Right.
and sexy. You got to look like a big, bright blob so everyone sees you.
Dude, what was she wearing is my favorite.
It's so funny.
Like every time I see like news about like a gruesome murder where like someone was like stabbed like 40 times, I'm like, well, what was she wearing?
Yeah, or well, what did she say?
What? Yeah.
I like it.
What was she wearing? There's like when October 7th when Palestine bombed Israel, I was like, well, what was she wearing?
That's funny. That is funny.
I remember that was like a huge deal, and it was during OU Texas. And so the game kept on getting interrupted, and everyone watching the TV was like, get the fuck off the TV! Fuck you!
Yeah, Oklahoma and Texas could not care less
Yeah.
about Israel or Palestine.
No.
It's a way bigger deal
Yeah.
for
Never
us.
seen a Jew.
And it was a great fucking game, too.
Who won?
OU.
Wow.
Great game.
Damn. Dude, do you remember the show Little Bear?
Yeah.
He's like
Maybe.
friends with like a turtle and
Maybe.
other
Like a rabbit.
A rabbit, yeah. Little Bear's first day on TV was 9/11. Wow. I found that out last night.
It's like the same animation as
There was
Franklin.
a lot going
Yeah.
on 9/11.
Yeah, 9/11 was a busy day.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. There was like a
Blueprint.
Yeah, the blueprint came out that day.
Oh, I've seen this.
Something else.
You've seen Little
happened.
Bear?
Yeah.
Little Bear's cool, dude.
Little bear. There he is.
Yeah, dude. That's classic shit.
Oh.
Every episode would just be his mom being like, "Well, we have to share,"
Mhm.
and that was pretty much the show.
Socialism.
I think more
Propaganda.
they were just being nice, but yeah,
Propaganda.
it could be propaganda. I watched the new Looney Tunes movie last night with my kids.
How was
Was
it?
it a hoot?
It was great, very funny, and they did like hand drawn animation.
Oh, that's nice.
It was nice.
When are you going to show the... Have they seen a rated R movie yet?
My son's first movie was Joker.
Oh, that's right.
I was
Yeah.
there, yes.
That's right. What would be the next one?
You were there. I forgot about that.
I was.
What
yeah.
would be a rated R movie that you'd be like, all right, you can watch that?
Probably like a World War II movie. They're like Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
The pianist.
Yeah,
I know.
Schindler's List.
I know Caven would love FUBAR. He would love the term FUBAR.
Yeah, he'd be all about that.
He'd say it a lot.
Yeah,
I might just teach him.
yeah.
I might
I-
just tell him about it.
I was listening to a Tim Dillon clip in the car. We like hit a drive-through and we were just eating in the car before we left. And I'm watching this video, and he said something about fucking milk, and like Harley gave me a look real quick, and I like turned it off real fast, and then from the back he just goes, "Mama, fucking milk." It's pretty funny. My wife is none too pleased, but I think it's funny.
What's the context? What is he saying?
It was
Like, give me fucking milk?
No, it was like one-liners where like he was ranting about something, and he was like people don't have other things to think about than fucking milk. He just goes, "Fucking milk." He said it like the exact same way. He's a little parrot. I got to be careful around him because he has that story that I told of him like watching football and someone dropped a pass and he goes, "What the fuck?"
Well, your kids are much younger, right?
They are, yeah.
Have they seen Joker yet?
No, they haven't. We skipped that one.
What would be the worst movie to show your kids? What would be the
Probably-
absolute worst movie?
Gone Girl.
Maybe like a Saw movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Saw. I feel like Gone Girl, that one scene's worse. She slits his
Yeah.
throat on the bed.
That one's bad for kids because they're fucking, and then it's just like the bloodiest thing ever.
And then that's your sexuality.
Yeah. It's not good.
Yeah.
Not good at all.
Yeah, Gone Girl would be really bad.
Saw is pretty rough though.
Yeah.
I can't do Saw.
Saw.
Yeah, I feel like that would be pretty bad.
I feel like Final Destination.
I've never seen.
It'll
any
make
of
you
those.
afraid of everything.
I've never seen any of those.
They die in the wildest ways.
I've never seen it either. Big
It's pretty
surprise.
good.
I did watch that one about the Pope. What was that one?
Conclave.
Yeah, I watched it.
Oh, nice, dude.
I thought the ending was stupid.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at the end, it's just like, oh, the Pope's trans.
He has a
It's,
uterus.
it's fine or whatever, but I guess the whole reason that everybody just voted for him is because he stood up and gave a speech they liked when everybody was voting for their friends and everything. And then he stood up, said we need to love each other or whatever, and they were all like, okay, and voted for him.
Bro, that is literally how every voting thing works, though.
Yeah, but I thought it was dumb. I thought it was lazy writing.
Everyone just, you just
Not
have to
enough
give a
gun
good speech.
violence
Not enough gun violence.
in Conclave.
There was a fucking bombing.
Yeah, that was...
Spoiler. My bad.
Fuck!
My bad. My bad.
That
Now
part
I'm
was nice,
mad.
but what, a window broke? And then later on, they were all like doing the voting again, and then there was a gust of wind, and they all looked up at the bomb window, and then just went right back to voting again.
Sounds stupid. I don't want to see it anymore.
Dude, it's good. You just for the
The
score.
soundtrack was cool.
The soundtrack.
Is it?
You would love the soundtrack.
The soundtrack's awesome.
That was awesome.
I'll give you that.
It was cool.
But besides that, no. What's the best movie you've seen recently, Spencer?
Recently, I haven't been watching a lot of movies lately.
What have you been watching?
Dexter.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
Yeah,
The
dude.
new
Yeah.
one or the
I'm
classic?
on the classic right now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It
What
gets
season
really
are you on?
bad.
I'm on season 6.
Oh, nice.
It gets unwatchable.
That's
what
what
I've
he was
heard.
talking about on the way
Yeah.
here.
Season 3 is brutal, but season 4,
Season 4 was great.
Season for the Trinity Killer.
Yeah, season 4 was
God.
great.
Yeah.
Lithgow.
Yeah, he's terrifying. He's really
Lithgow's the
good at
man.
that.
Lithgow.
He was also in
Yeah.
Conclave.
He's in. I sent you a trailer of his next movie.
Oh yeah,
He got
the
cast
baby
as
hand
Dumbledore.
Yeah.
or whatever.
He what?
Yeah, dude, he was cast as Dumbledore.
In the
Yeah.
new Harry
Yeah.
Potter?
Yeah.
He's gonna be Dumbledore,
Really?
Wow.
and he was saying how
And-
like this is gonna be the only thing they remember me for, but I'm doing it.
Yeah, and he said he knows nothing.
No, I remember him from Third Rock from the Sun.
The first time I saw him was Dexter.
Same.
I was like, man, this is a bad dude.
Now every time I see him, I think of Dexter.
I think he was in Third Rock from the Sun.
And honestly, I think he might be a serial killer. It's like Trinity
Whoa.
Killer's whole thing is like being like a normal guy.
His new movie looks very, very weird. He's like he lives in a nursing home, and from what I gather, he terrorizes the other people at the nursing home with like a hand puppet. He's a
What's the?
little baby puppet.
I'm sure he can pull it off though. He's a seriously like
Are you getting another Truly?
he's a pretty scary guy.
Do you want another Truly?
He's
Yeah.
a spooky man.
You knew I wanted a Truly. Huh?
Can you hear me through those headphones?
Barely. Nice, dude. We'll pick that up for sure.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Dude,
all right,
I
dude.
saw on Instagram today,
Bless you.
because this is what happens. I'm just scrolling reels, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then I see one fucked up video,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just fucked up enough for me to be intrigued. So I click on the profile, and then I just scroll through all their
Shouldn't
reels.
have done that.
Bro, I saw what looked like the beginnings of a cartel murder. They were on a boat in the middle of the ocean, and there was a guy gagged and zip tied, and he was just going, "Whoa, whoa." And then they put him on the edge of the boat, and then the video ended.
Wow.
Dude,
I've perfected my Instagram algorithm.
Yeah, I purified it. It's
the
pure now.
Funniest shit ever. If I want to laugh, 2 or 3 scrolls, I've found a golden video. It's just cat videos, monkeys falling for whatever reason. I don't know why, but monkeys falling
is fucking
has-
good.
has become
That's fucking good.
part of my
Monkeys
Instagram
falling.
algorithm. It's so
You ever
damn
seen
good.
pandas falling
Oh, that one's
out of
good too.
trees?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When
I
they
love the
fall, they just
time-lapse
cannonball into the
Time
fucking
lapse
ground.
bears is good. Time lapse bears is
and
really
it's
good.
like pranking homeless people. That's all of my algorithm is. I saw
Dude.
this video. This guy slumped over. They put a firecracker in his back pocket and lit it. It blows up, and it takes him a second. He goes, ooh, and just falls over.
Dude, my algorithm is funny video, celebrity gossip, death of some kind,
Yeah.
and then those 9/11 genes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those 9/11 genes are constant.
I get those a lot too.
Dude.
There's a lot of conspiracy shit.
Where can you
Order those.
like? Where can you wear those? I feel like in Oklahoma, if you like wear it around an old head, they're gonna be like, "What is that?"
Yeah, I mean,
Or they're gonna be at least unhappy.
you could probably wear them in Austin.
You can wear them. Yeah, Austin.
You could wear them in Austin.
You can wear them in L.A.
Uh-huh. You could wear them in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Bricktown Comedy Club.
That's more like the Middle West, but yeah. It's really not. I don't know why we're called the Midwest. What is Oklahoma?
Southern Midwest. I like to say Southern Midwest. Not the South, not the Midwest, but we're right in the middle of the country, and we're Southern.
So just central.
I always say Southern Midwest.
I think because I applied for that Don't Tell contest, and they make you put what
Yeah.
region
Southwest.
you're from.
Yeah.
I had to click on the regions to
I did
figure it
too.
out because
Yeah.
I was sitting there going,
South, is it Southwest?
And then there was
it
another
I think it was Southwest.
there was another box and it was like your connection to your region and you had to like say something.
Yeah.
And I tried not and then it brought me back and was like you have to fill out this box. So I just put I live in Oklahoma.
Dude, I was trying to apply for a comedy festival today. Apple Pay wouldn't work. Like, I would just hit the button and nothing would happen. So then I put in all my card information. And then it does the thing where it's like, click on all the school buses. Click on
Yeah.
all the fire
Yeah,
hydrants,
yeah,
all the
yeah.
bicycles. Hit me with like 6 of those.
That's annoying.
And I couldn't, To my
They
knowledge,
do not want any robots
Dude,
showing up at this.
to my knowledge, I did it right. It denied me like 3 times.
Oh my god,
I almost threw my phone through a wall. I was so mad.
that's annoying.
And then someone would come up and I just wouldn't be sure, so I just hit refresh, and it'd give me a new object to select.
Yeah, some of them are real finicky.
That's
I'll be
probably where
nice.
they got you, dude.
That probably is where they got me. But to be fair, I did that on like the 3rd attempt.
That's fair, dude.
That's
That is
gaslighting.
fair.
It was gaslighting.
They're like, well, I don't know. You were 0.3 seconds
maybe
a little
you are
slow
a
on
robot,
this,
dude.
so
This
maybe
is-
you don't get it.
This is ridiculous. I considered writing a message to Sam Talent. Just
Are
being
you a
like,
robot, dude?
dude, what the fuck? I'm not a robot. I just want to apply. You can tell me no. What the fuck is going on with this website? But I stopped myself. I did not do that.
That's good.
I rose
good.
above. I rose above.
Rise above. You got to rise above.
Yeah, I saw a
Black
cartel
flag.
murder today. I saw an elephant flatten a guy. Saw an alligator bite a guy's foot off.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty nuts.
I cleansed mine. Luckily, very
I
lucky.
get a
to
lot
have
of
it cleansed.
invincible.
Mine's cleansed, but if I get on late at night, it'll get into some crazy shit. And then I go in the comments, and everybody's like, schizogram. Love schizogram. That's what they call it.
What's
Because it'll be
f-
some crazy conspiracy.
Dude, what's funny is I'll go to the comments on a funny video, and all those like spam accounts are trying to like promote each other.
Mm-hmm.
So the top 3 comments will be pinned, and it'll read, "I'm the freakiest girl on IG. I post the most fucked up videos on Instagram. I'm exposing conspiracies on my Instagram." It happens constantly.
Mm-hmm.
They're all in cahoots, dude.
Yeah.
It's ugh. The fucked up ones and the conspiracies are getting me. They are getting me. Cartel murder, I was just like, how meta, what are we doing?
I have cried laughing at Instagram Reels. There's some good ones.
Spencer sent me the funniest one I think I've ever seen the other day.
What was it?
It was just words.
Yeah, dude, I was laughing so hard.
I was literally crying. It was like
stop using anti-self words or
anti-self
something.
talk. Yeah. It was like, instead of saying "I'm sorry," say "I did nothing wrong." Instead of saying "thank you," say "nothing." Instead of saying "that wasn't funny," say "I alone decide what is funny."
If someone complains to you about something that happened to them, you say, "What were you wearing?"
Yeah, if someone says Joe Gatto assaulted me, say "what were you wearing?"
What was you wearing?
What was he wearing?
Was
Is
he
a
wearing
very
an
good
earpiece?
question.
Here was one thing. She left the hotel room and immediately took a picture of her right butt cheek,
Yo,
and she was like, "He bit me." It was like a big bruise, like
That's-
a massive bruise.
that's the thing. I saw that. It looked like a dog bite. His mouth seemed so small. Yeah. Stop using anti-self language. Instead of "I was wrong," say "you are wrong." Instead of "I'm sorry," say "I didn't do anything wrong." Instead of "people should control the government," say "I should control the entire world." Instead of "thank you," say "nothing." Instead of "I'm not funny," say "I alone decide what is funny." That was the music playing. That's tight.
Very nice.
I'm with that. That's sperm mode.
Word.
Very good.
That is sperm mode.
We need to bring that back.
Yeah,
Sperm
we.
mode and egg mode.
Yeah, do you know about sperm mode?
I don't, dude.
So you know how it takes a sperm and an egg to make a person.
Right.
Anytime you do something dumb or girly, that's the egg.
You're
in
on
you.
egg mode.
That's
That's
egg
the egg
mode.
talking.
Gotcha.
Anytime you do something tight, that's sperm mode.
That's sperm.
Word.
We're trying to go sperm mode all 2025.
Yeah, we're just sperm mode in here. We're just sperming.
You about sperm mode?
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, I knew he'd be on board. Jesus Christ, I'm not wearing shades. Fuck.
Again,
Caleb, help me. Pick me some shades. The problem is, I set up all the shit.
and you forget.
Yeah, I start feeling pressure because everyone's holding the mic waiting. Not blaming anyone, I'm just saying. It's self-imposed pressure. Yeah, these will do.
I want some of those over the top of your head sunglasses from Spy Kids.
Yeah.
Oakley actually made them,
Whoa.
but they're like super expensive now.
I watched that with my kids not that long ago. That movie should have been rated R.
That's sperm mode.
They could have juiced it up and made it rated R.
Like, with like the action.
Yeah, and like Elijah Wood could have said, "I'm the fucking guy.
I'm that fucking guy.
I'm that
dude.
fucking guy." It's better already when you just add that. We could have seen the parents smash it out because they're both hot.
Yeah, because it's
Antonio Banderas.
Yeah.
and
What's her face?
The mom.
The mom, just the mom from Spy Kids. It's like how I call Paul Giamatti the bad guy from Big Fat Liar. She's
Yeah.
forever the mom from Spy
it's the
Kids.
mom from Spy
That's
Kids.
what I call him too, dude. That's crazy.
That's what's up, dude. I needed some backup on that. It drives Caleb fucking nuts when I do that.
I've
I
accepted
can
it.
never think of his name, dude. So every time I'm just like, you know,
Paul
like the blue
Giamatti.
guy,
His dad.
He's always screaming.
big fat liar.
His dad was the commissioner of baseball.
Yeah, he banned Pete Rose.
Banned Pete Rose.
And then Trump was like, He was the
Pete
best
Rose
baseball player
also-
ever.
He was into minors.
Again, dude, it's like, who from that era wasn't? Everybody was all about minors.
Helen Keller.
Helen Keller couldn't differentiate. She probably thought everyone was a minor. She can't see them or hear them.
Who wouldn't be into minors?
She would feel an old person's face and go, "This kid is fucked up."
Who would not be into minors from the 20th century?
Yeah, it's a better way to word that, because the first time you said it, I was like, well, all of us, hopefully. First question is just,
Definitely.
who wouldn't be into minors? We're like, whoa, us.
I like that joke.
that's
Newsflash,
wild.
we're all attracted to minors.
Who said that?
John Banis.
Yeah, John Manners, yeah.
To his entire classroom.
Oh,
and they all
man.
went, oh. The entire room went, oh.
Yeah. That's so bad.
That's the problem with college. That's why there's like so many like sexual misconduct things, because like they're not minors. So like professors just lose their mind.
Yeah.
They lose their minds.
They go, everyone's so supple and legal at the same time.
It's a very horny place.
Everyone's skin is so tight here. Holy shit. They can't believe it. Not a single saggy person on campus. Then they just get to grabbing. They get to grabbing.
Yeah.
They get real handsy.
College is not a great place.
No.
Not a good place.
No. And that's why I dropped out of community college. I said, you know what? This culture's not for me. I'm disgusted by all of you.
Never went.
Nice, dude. No, community college is not like that at all. There's saggy people everywhere.
Is it really?
Yeah, because it's just a bunch of 40-year-olds being like, I got to quit this job at 7-Eleven. And so it's real tough being in remedial math, sitting across from like a 55-year-old trying to remember high school algebra.
How far did you go?
I was there for like a year and a half.
And you didn't like it at all?
No, hated every second.
Were you good at it, or you were like, fuck this?
Somewhere in the middle. I wasn't good at it.
Always hated school.
Yeah,
School sucks.
I was never good at it.
I've hated school
But I
forever.
studied English.
Our sister was better at school than us, but she liked it.
Yeah, my sister as well.
Yeah,
Egg mode.
Yeah, they go egg mode,
That
dude.
is egg mode.
And I was sitting in class going, I need to go sperm mode. This place is holding me back. This place is trying to force me to go egg mode, and it goes against literally the core of who I am.
This place is holding back my sperm.
I have to go sperm mode, dude. I need to be sperming
Did you
it
ever have
up.
to give a presentation?
Probably, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
I once gave a presentation about Kick Butowski.
Who?
Kick Butowski.
That's a great show.
It is.
I don't know that one.
Was that the name of the show? Or
Yeah, Kick Buttowski. It was on Cartoon Network. It was this like Daredevil kid.
No, it was
Buttowski.
Disney XD, dude.
Oh yeah, it was a cool Disney.
Yeah.
What'd you say about it?
I think
it's
it was
this
supposed
show
to be
fucking
like
rules. You guys should watch
inspirational-
it.
I think it was supposed to be like an inspirational fictional character.
Kick Buttowski goes sperm mode
I
24/7.
want to imagine like
all he
people
does.
in the class are like, all right, I'm going to talk about Anna Karenina, or I'm going to talk about Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Kick Buttowski, dude.
I would have talked about Eric Cartman.
I want to talk about Captain Underpants. That's pretty epic.
Dude, my favorite Eric Cartman moment probably ever is when they have to go spend the night at what's his name? The kid in the orange coat, Kenny.
Okay.
Yeah, they go to Kenny's house because Kenny has chicken pox, and so all the moms find out if you get chicken pox once, you'll never get it again. So they're all just like, let's get it over with. And so he's singing. He goes into Kenny's house and he's singing like, "On the ghetto." He just starts singing about the ghetto, and then they go to dinner, and he's like, "What will we be having for dinner this evening?" And they're like, "Frozen waffles." And he's like, "And what kind of side dishes will we be having?" And they're like, "No sides. This is what you get." And he goes, "God damn it!" And they're like, "Hey, that is not a word we use at this table." And he goes, "Well, apparently we don't use the word side dishes either." Sad dishes.
Dude, my favorite South Park moment is when there's the school shooting and Stan is having the family dinner. And the mom's like, "Stan, you want to tell your dad what happened at school today?" And he mentioned that he failed a math quiz. And she's like, "No, about the shooting." And what's the dad's name? Fuck.
Randy.
Randy?
Yeah.
He was like, "What? There was a shooting? What? Was it you?" "No." "Did you get shot?" "No." "Well, all right. What's this about failing a math quiz?" Which I just butchered that, but I never really got into, like, I've only seen clips of South Park.
Dude,
I'm a clip guy.
there's two special needs kids that hate Jimmy and Timmy because Jimmy and Timmy are so popular. And the other special needs kids have like Down syndrome. And so there's this episode where like Timmy starts like a taxi service where he just pulls people in a wagon on his motorized scooter, and he's trying to stop him from doing it because the whole town loves him and he's making money. So he hires a bunch of guys to like beat him up and shit. So they go to his house in the middle of the night and they break his legs, but he's paralyzed, so it doesn't matter. So then they're like, "We got it taken care of for it." And he's like, "Excellent." And then the next day, you see Timmy doing the taxi service again, and he's wearing casts. And he's like, "Hey, dumbasses, if you want to stop a crippled kid, you don't break his fucking legs." It was so funny, dude. South Park is the best.
Is this still going? They just do specials now, right? Or it's like every once in a while?
Well, they're kind of in contract hell because they signed with Paramount. They have a deal with Paramount and
Max?
Warner, yeah. So every time they write a show, it has to be like litigated as fuck.
Damn.
But there's like 23 seasons on Max.
Yeah. Simpsons is still going?
Yeah.
It's wild.
So is Family Guy, I think.
Yeah.
But the Simpsons creators and South Park creators hate Family Guy.
Yeah.
They think they're lazy.
I love Family Guy. I think that's my favorite one.
I do too, but when they break it down, it does make sense to me why they hate them.
I like
Love.
The Simpsons. I saw a clip of The Simpsons. I don't really watch the show, but I just saw a clip of it. And, like, the kids are sick or whatever. They find out, there's, like, this counselor guy. He finds out the kid, that Bart is sick.
Mm.
He's like, "Oh, Bart, you can't go to school anymore." And he goes, "Woohoo!" And he goes, "Or church." He tells the guy, "Or church."
Yeah, that was the best, dude. We went to church so much when we were kids.
Me too.
We were there.
Did you guys sing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys sing to rock music?
Yeah.
That's what we did.
Dude, one time I
that
did
shit.
I was the
one
drummer.
time I did a rap, dude.
You were the drummer?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I played the drums in church.
I
How does it feel to ruin rock and roll?
What?
How does it feel to ruin rock and roll?
Felt good in the moment. I was a star, dude. I was a superstar.
My dad met this guy, and he was like he wanted to be a church rapper, and so he went to one of his things at a church, and he was up there, and he was like, "My G-O-D is my D-O-G." That was his rhyme. Like, my G-O-D is my D-O-G. And he's like, "Come on, y'all, bunch of white people. My G-O-D is my D-O-G."
Yeah, a bunch of like old ladies being like,
Yeah.
"Praise the Lord."
Yeah.
Did you say you rapped in church?
Yeah, dude.
When was that?
With
Hold the mic like right here.
with Jackson Prom.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
I forgot about that.
Sunday morning, dude.
Wow, that was big time.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Dude, Jesus Christ is my superstar.
Had like
I think
a whole
about him when I'm
dance,
driving
dude.
my car.
Oh yeah, they had choreographed it. I forgot about that.
Tell it on
How
the
old were
mountain,
you?
dude.
Tell it on the mountain.
Probably like 9, 8, somewhere in there.
Good. I was
You'd be like-
hoping young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like 8 or 9.
I was hoping you weren't gonna say like high school or something. I'd be, man, that's a tough high school experience.
Nah, we were out of that bitch when we were in high school.
Were you up there like, "My faith is big and it keeps getting bigger"? That's because Jesus Christ is my.
Say it, Dace. Finish the verse.
I'm not gonna finish it.
It's
You
not
seen
a
that-
bar unless you finish it, Dace.
Have you seen that video?
Crazy, dude.
It's so funny.
I have seen that video though.
Yeah, that's a good video. I like it.
Yeah, church, Baptist church. Were you guys Baptist, or what
I
were you
was.
guys?
Pentecostal.
Baptist church sucks. I mean, it's fine.
That sure's all right.
Everyone was like speaking in tongues and shit.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's
she saw
epic.
Bug.
Where is she, Dace?
She's right.
She's
behind
right
you.
behind
She
you.
might jump.
Is
I
she
swear to
watching me?
God.
no.
She's looking at the lamp. There's a moth.
Where's the moth?
It's up in the lamp.
Oh. I'm not worried about Dude, last night when I went to the movies, we got there like mad early, and they like all the commercials were like, "Come to Universal Studios, come to Disney World," and I noticed for you the commercial for Universal Studios, they all had like perfect kids. They were all like flawless. They're gonna go on to be like models and actors. The Disney kids, they were like fat and retarded and disabled. And I was like, damn, that's how much more money Disney has than Universal. They literally had like Jimmy's and Timmy's in their commercial.
Are they more expensive or something to hire?
Disney World or the kids?
Yeah, the kids.
No, I'm saying if you're trying to make more money, you have to use perfect kids. If you're like, we're making enough
Oh.
money, we can
So Disney's just
hire a
getting
bunch
lazy
of,
with.
yeah, we can hire a bunch of Jimmy and Timmy's
Right.
to be like, look how inclusive we are over here.
They're probably less expensive because they're just like, he didn't even say the lines right.
Yeah, no, those kids gotta cost like
He slurred his way through.
yeah, those were all like Make-A-Wish kids. They're like, all right, if you want to come to Disney World, you gotta do this commercial.
Right.
It was literally like, I don't know what it is, and I'm not trying to be mean, but it was like one of those deals where they're like in a wheelchair, and their body is all like folded up, and their eyes are like chameleon eyes.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
What if they become stars though? What if that's the future?
I'm not watching those movies.
I hope that
Like
is the
another
future.
Star Wars movie.
Like, okay, you know that movie that came out with Sebastian Stan, where he has like a fucked up face?
Yeah.
The guy who actually has a fucked up face from that movie was like,
Yeah.
why can't I play a leading man? And I was like, do we have to spell it out for you?
Yes.
Are you literally wondering why you
That's
can't be
the,
Jack in Titanic?
Yeah, that's the only. I mean, like it has. If he's in a movie, it's about his face.
Right. It's like, dude, Be an actor. I'm all about you being an actor. But no, you can't be fucking Batman. Sorry.
But I think he could be in Good Will Hunt. If they remade Good Will Hunting, I think he could do it.
No one's going to fight
That would-
him.
That would be.
Or hire him in construction.
He plays Matt Damon's character, and he's a genius.
No, dude.
I think that would be.
He could
That'd be
be
a
like
good movie.
he could be the therapist. He could be Robin Williams' role.
Because, like, he could be a genius. Like, who solved this, man? Hey, you, did you solve it? And he turns around like, oh, fuck.
Can you imagine if your therapist was fucked up like that?
Like,
You
what's
just
the movie
you just
called?
like complain to them.
The Other Man or something?
Yeah, you just complain to them about your life, and they're like, "Pff, "Been there, dude." And everything you say is just like, "Yeah, you have it worse."
Tyler called me gay at an open mic. And he's like, oh.
Dude, was it on your pod with Cody that you guys were talking about? I make a face at you when you bomb.
Yeah, Cody said something like that.
What the
How
hell?
does that make you feel?
Wait, you make a face?
They said I make a face.
I don't think I've ever, like, seen your face when I'm on stage.
Well, he just like mischievous thing. Like you'll just be like, "How did it go?"
Dude, if
Oh,
something like
after?
that.
yeah,
After?
yeah.
Oh, I don't notice that.
You don't do it every time, but it's like where you.
I just
we're
tell you
friends,
to
so-
your face. I like to do the thing where, like, I'm like, dude, that was great.
Yeah, he always does that. Anytime
I like
he tells
doing
me I have a
that.
good set, I'm like, "Fuck," he knows.
I like telling. I think there's nothing wrong with telling your friends, not a random open micer, but like if someone has a bad set, just being like, that was bad.
I had a really
Or pretend, or just like condescendingly be like, that was great.
Yeah.
I think that's funny.
That is funny.
I had a really bad set a couple weeks ago, and I walked to the back where we all kind of hang out, where the light is, and Caleb was still laughing, and he was like, "Dude, that was awesome." He's like, "That was so good."
Yeah. I remember that.
I was like second on the mic.
It
And
would
the room
be-
was weird.
It would be funny to do that to like random open micers though.
Yeah.
Just walk
I
up like
told-
as a group.
Bombing is the most unpersonal thing ever. If you're like cool about it.
I told you remember that guy that brought all of his friends
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago, and he made a whole big deal, and he was asking people beforehand. He was like, "Hey, will you watch my set and like give me some tips or anything like that? I'm trying to make some friends, whatever." And I was like, "Yeah, I got you." And so he goes up there, he's screaming, he's like yelling into the mic. Nobody can really understand what he's saying. He gets off stage, comes up to me, and he was like, "Do you have any tips or whatever?" And I was like, "You need to be louder on the mic."
He kept on.
Nobody could hear you.
Wait, are you talking about.
Shad.
Shad. Yeah.
Was he the one who kept on saying irrational?
Yes.
Irrational.
Irrational
I woke up at the bar at 10 a.m. Irrational. I couldn't get a ride home. Irrational.
Yeah. He was Chris Rock that night, dude.
Yeah.
It's a good episode.
Irrational.
Days, you've never met Spencer. Ask him a question you're dying to know.
You've never met him?
No.
Never.
What's your favorite book?
You think this guy reads books?
Let's see.
I'm
what's
excited
my
to get his
favorite
take.
book? Like ever?
Mm-hmm.
The Outsiders was a pretty good book.
Yeah.
Good book.
Stay golden,
Pony
Boy.
It's a pretty good.
That guy's
book.
name was Soda Pop. That was his name.
Yeah.
He was a good-looking kid.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that quote was from Step Brothers.
It's set in Oklahoma,
Yeah.
What part of Oklahoma?
Tulsa.
Tulsa.
Tulsa's a lot different now.
Yeah.
A lot different now.
There's no more white
the
kings.
greasers and the socias.
No more white kings.
The socias is such a weird because they called the popular kids the socias. I guess for socials.
Something like that, yeah.
And
the
they
guys
were the
that come at you like
socias.
this, those guys.
They would be greasers.
preppy
they're
guys
the
or
one,
whatever?
They're the ones scrapping with people.
Yeah.
The socias.
The outsiders, they were the scrappy ones.
Yeah.
And
Greasy.
the other guys were like preppy guys or
Leather
something like that.
or the leather jacket football players.
Yeah, yeah.
The socias.
And they were beefing.
They played last night. They played a preview for because I guess Pride and Prejudice is coming back to theaters for like one night only. So a bunch of people.
I do love that movie.
That's egg mode. Sorry, dude. That's his
I
egg mode.
know it is, but I do like it. You have bewitched me.
If that book,
That's my girlfriend's favorite book.
if that book was written today, it would be about like a closeted gay guy having an affair with an out gay man in like Alabama during Pride Month.
Mm.
I had a whole idea for a script just off the title, Pride and Prejudice.
You have bewitched me. I love that.
You
You
have-
have bewitched me.
Now just throw an accent on it. You have bewitched me, Jonathan. Penis and soul. And Jonathan's all like, I know, but your family hates gay guys because we live in Alabama and it's Pride Month. They're so prejudiced. See?
Spencer,
I like
The scripts write themselves.
I like period stories like that because like back in the 1800s,
back
like
to it.
guys were
Fuck.
Word.
guys were courting women, and whenever like women approached like a rich guy, the guy was basically always like, "It's because I have a lot of money.
Well, yeah.
It's because I'm rich as hell."
Same way today, dude. Same way today.
I need a.
There's a video of LeBron running down the up escalator because a bunch of hoes are in pursuit of him.
I mean, yeah.
It's like a
He's
Scooby Doo moment.
Yeah. Except instead of goblins and ghouls,
It's the Huz.
it's hoes, dude. Who was?
It was.
Who's your favorite billionaire?
Favorite.
Let's go around the room. Around the room. Dace, who's your favorite billionaire?
Billionaire.
Maybe Bill Gates. You know, he invented Microsoft and.
I like that that Chinese guy who went missing.
Scrooge McDuck.
Scrooge McDuck.
Do you remember the Chinese guy who went missing?
I don't.
He would say a lot of wild shit. And I think one day he was talking crazy about China, and then just no one's heard from him since.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Probably Billy Madison is my favorite.
But he was like a fun guy. He was a little tiny Asian guy. He just had a
Brian
bunch of
Punch.
money. It was fun.
He's not my favorite billionaire. I don't like him, but I'm glad he exists. His
Mhm.
existence is fascinating. It's Elon Musk.
Yeah.
His existence.
Yeah.
Because he made the. Because no matter how much money you have, you can be miserable.
Mhm.
And he had those burner Twitter accounts where he would tweet at himself saying,
Can you
You're a
fucking go
great
somewhere?"
father.
Yeah, will you get her or something? Because she is fixated on that bug. And she was like,
It's like a hairy snake
painting.
whipping my neck, dude.
She was on a tirade, or yeah, she
God
go
damn
right
it.
back to it. She can't get her mind off it.
I saw a video of Elon Musk at like a dinner party, and there are these two women, and
What are you doing?
he's putting her in the garbage disposal.
I put her in the corner. Oh my god.
Give me the child.
He was like he was at a dinner party,
Chilling here.
and there are these like two women, and they were trying to have a conversation, but he was balancing a fork and a spoon on his finger, and they kept like trying to talk, and he kept being like, "Look," and they kept trying to talk, and he'd be like, "Look at this," and he was just holding it out, and they'd look at him like, "You like that shit?"
Oh my god.
What is it? What's back
Dude, she cannot get this thing out of her mind. There was a bug up there earlier, and she saw it.
Tyler,
she was
would
on my
you like
lap
to
and she
switch spots with me?
leaped
No, it's
over.
okay. It's fine.
I'm sorry, I can't control her. This. I could put her in the room, but she's gonna scream.
Honestly, there comes a point where it does start to reflect on the parent. And right now, I'm looking at you.
Violence starts at home.
I can't stop her from. I tried.
Female dogs are called bitches. I think female cats should be called bitches.
I call all animals bitches.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Just
Yeah, it flew around.
Jesus Christ.
She's on one right now. You need to calm down.
This is all for a moth?
Yeah.
What, is she going to kill it?
She'll try to. I'm sure. She'll kill it if she gets a hold of it.
Oh my God. Imagine being that moth right now.
Yeah.
What point do moths serve?
I don't know.
They just are. They're like wasps.
I hate wasps.
Wasps are.
Oh, Is that?
I think it's to keep us humble.
Yeah, she totally got it. It's right
To know that there's like an entity out there that just wants to hurt you.
I got stung by hornets twice last year.
Remember that time I got stung under my nose?
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spencer was Asian for a week.
I screamed, and Tyler thought I was getting eaten by a bear or
I
something.
literally thought a large animal was attacking him. We were at like a lake house, and there were like these woods behind him, and we were all back in the woods, and it was so thick I couldn't see him.
So I was holding my fishing rod up in the air.
Well, wasps are large animals. Being able to inflict pain
that was probably
makes you a larger being.
that was right around the time his rap career took off at church.
Yeah, dude. That was brutal.
His face was fucked up. He
You should
found
have
out
said
he
it was a
was
bull. You should have said you got shot.
Yeah, I made it out the trenches, dude.
he found out he was
I was born in
allergic the hard
Akron,
way. He was born in Akron. Same hospital as LeBron James and Steph Curry.
Really?
Or
Where were you born?
Lakeland, Florida.
Lakeland, Florida.
Yeah. It's literally the hospital is the nicest thing in the town.
Lakeland, Florida.
It's like a fucked up place.
Akron, Ohio. Where were you born?
Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City.
He was born in Alabama. He was created in a lab.
Yeah. Birmingham.
Yeah.
So you can relate to this with your hometown. I looked up, you remember those old Twitter accounts that were like history and pictures? There was one that came up with Lakeland, Florida, and it was a standoff between a bunch of black people and the KKK.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's Birmingham.
My hometown
Through and
used
through.
to have KKK parades.
Your uncle?
No, my hometown.
Oh. Yeah, my uncle would organize it. Did you ever go, Dace?
No, this was years ago. I missed out.
One guy still does it. It's like one truck.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
woo!
Come on, y'all.
The South will rise again. Speaking of that, did you see Kanye's iced out swastika?
Yeah. I heard about
I
it.
didn't.
I don't like the swastika.
Was he wearing it or selling it?
Oh, he's wearing it.
I thought he said he was done. Didn't he tweet saying,
doing it big.
I talked to Adam Sandler and I'm not this way anymore. This was like a month ago.
I did not see that
He
tweet.
tweeted that. He was like,
Yeah, he said
Talk to Adam
I decided
Sandler.
I'm not a Nazi, and then he went on to continue doing all of it.
He was like, JK, they still suck, except Adam Sandler.
Did you hear what his new song?
No, I heard it's...
Where he's like, they say that I sound like Hitler, but how can I sound like Hitler when I'm a fucking...
Oh.
Yeah, hard R.
I mean,
even
you
the
can
track
sound like
list.
Hitler if you say the exact same things
The
that Hitler
track
said.
list was- the track list was wild.
It's brutal.
I wish I could pull up the track list to his new album. It's crazy.
Lil Wayne said he was like Hitler in a song. What's that song?
That list you sent me of all the people that have betrayed him.
Yeah, Harriet Tubman was on the list of people who betrayed him.
Patrick Starr,
Patrick Starr, Harriet Tubman.
LeBron James.
Lil Wayne said he was like Hitler in a song once.
He has like a big collage of photos with like the yarn going piece of these. Is like LeBron, Patrick Starr, Harriet Tubman, Playboy Cardi.
Did you see all those tweets I sent you about
And he's like, it all leads
him
to
talking
one
about
place.
Jay-Z and Beyonce?
Yeah.
All right, Maestro. Let me find this.
They should have used their influence to help with his kids.
Dude, when he was talking about, there was a video I watched today where he was showing the ice out swastika, and he was like, "What's ironic? Who do you think made this? Who do you think made this
Oh my
piece?" He goes,
God.
"It's in the name jewelry, JEW."
Oh my God.
That's like when he's like, it was a doctor. I'm not going to tell you what kind of doctor it was.
A Jew.
It was a Jewish doctor.
He's like a racist Michael Scott. If
Yeah.
Kanye is a billionaire, which he claims to be, he's my favorite billionaire.
That's questionable, I feel like, a little bit.
Well, it's just, I don't like what any billionaire does. I think they're all pieces of shit, most likely.
That's why I picked a fictional one.
Which one was yours again?
Scrooge McDuck.
Scrooge McDuck is nice.
Yeah.
Your first time on a podcast. Ah, fuck! That one actually kind of hurt. God damn, she did the battering ram.
She did it on purpose,
Hey,
probably, dude.
it's a fucking moth, you dumb bitch. It's not a mouse. It's a moth.
I love this rivalry.
You sound so stupid right now. You look stupid. Look at you. Look at all the shit you have to do around here, and you're obsessed with a moth.
Dude, what did I tell you? She's so chill. And then you get here, and now she's on a fucking tirade.
She
over
either
a
is
moth.
like this or she wants to cuddle with me. It's like, make up your mind.
I don't. Yeah, no. She's the same way with me.
God.
She gives me attitude if I haven't been home in a while. She's like, "Where your ass been?"
What the hell you been doing out in the city?
And if I pet on another cat, she's like, "Oh hell no,
Yeah, dude.
trifling ass motherfucker."
I don't. It's been
Change
so,
my piss. Change my piss box.
I don't even remember what Caleb was looking up.
I just found it.
Lil Wayne apparently.
Where he's like,
compared himself
watch
to
me,
Hitler a while
bitch,
ago.
watch me, bitch, watch me, but they cannot see me like Hitler. It's the New Orleans nightmare.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Hitler hated New Orleans. You
Money's
don't
so
know this?
old, it's growing white hair.
Apparently, there's a bad guy in Marvel Comics called the Holocaust, which is funny.
The Holocaust.
Guess
as
his,
a
guess his
concept.
power. Guess his power.
Oh,
Gas.
Close.
Cremation.
He incinerates people.
Incinerates
Oh my god.
I was like, wow, who wrote this guy? There's an action figure of him out there somewhere, too.
Wow.
so the Holocaust.
Imagine
Wow.
you're like at the store. My kids would do this. They'd see that and be like, I want the fire guy. I'd be like, nope, we can't buy Holocaust. Sorry. We can't have Holocaust.
Even be like, but it's
Well,
fire.
where does he show up?
Where does
He just like shows up. He's like,
He's definitely a
oh
Captain
my god,
America
it's the
villain.
Holocaust.
And then someone's like, well, actually, a Holocaust isn't a person. It's more like a period of time.
And everybody else
That's
is like,
your superpower
Holocaust
is
isn't
genocide.
real.
Your superpower is genocide.
If your name, why aren't any villains called genocide?
I think there is one.
Really?
Yeah, there's a Holocaust. There's a genocide. I found this all out the other night.
Wow.
Because part of my algorithm, not my reels, but like my explore page is like vintage toys. Because I'll look at them with the boys sometimes. Because I just want to look at action figures. And sometimes it's a nice trip down memory lane. It'll pop up with something I had back in the day. But I saw Holocaust and genocide. So then I did a deep dive. And yeah, to no one's surprise, they don't really use those ones like in the movies. That would be very funny if they just rolled that out now. Who's the bad guy in the new Captain America movie?
Holocaust.
Holocaust. It's fun. They were getting creative.
I wish like ISIS would like show up in one of those movies. Oh my god, it's Muslim extremism.
They kind of did in Iron Man 1,
A little bit.
I can't remember that.
the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Tony Stark gets kidnapped by ISIS.
Yeah.
I think in reality they would have beheaded him.
yeah.
For sure.
Have you ever seen an ISIS beheading?
Where they take off his
Think so.
mask. The bag he had over his
Yeah.
That's where they would have beheaded him.
In my head, I've always thought of a beheading as like a quick death. When ISIS
No.
is doing it, it is not a quick death.
Apparently,
Nah.
I heard also that you're conscious for a little bit afterwards. Cause,
Oh, their conscience, brother.
yeah. There's
Marie
this-
Antoinette took 3 times on the guillotine.
What?
Yeah.
They did that shit on purpose. They didn't sharpen
Yeah, they
it.
hated her ass.
Yeah.
They did not sharpen it.
What do
You
they
guys
hate
know
her?
the,
She was a hoe?
the
She was a
jihadi
hoo-ah?
Beatles?
The jihadi Beatles?
Yeah.
Like
There's
the-
these 4 guys in ISIS, and they're like, that's Jihadi John, that's Jihadi Ringo, that's Jihadi Paul. Yeah. And I don't know where they I know I think at least 2 of them got killed. And
Was it John and George?
Dude,
Yeah,
well,
one of them got shot outside of a
It's
hotel
because
in
they
New
were
York.
British. It's because they were British.
Really?
They had British accents, and they like in the execution videos they'd be speaking in a British accent.
They like
The
playing the
jihadi
Beatles.
Beatles.
And after
They're getting
Jihadi
ready to
John.
behead someone. It's like, here comes
Follow me.
the sun.
after they do a terrorist attack, they're like, "It's been a hard day's night, and I've been
Bombing
working
like a dog. That's hilarious.
Friend of ISIS Beatle jailed for terrorism offenses. So where are they? The Beatles terrorist cell. Beatles nickname Islamic.
Dude, there's got to be like ISIS Rolling
Because
Stones.
there was a John Paul, George, and a Ringo.
ISIS Oasis.
ISIS Foo Fighters." Right after one of their
So-
buddies blows up,
ISIS-
there goes
Well, I mean-
my hero.
I'm getting an update on if they're still alive. So Paul McCartney's still alive. Jihadi Paul is still alive. John is dead.
Is he a false
Jihadi
Paul?
John is dead, and Jihadi John was like the badass of the group.
Obviously.
He's hitting his wife.
George,
Yoko popped in there and broke it up, dude.
George is still alive.
A
Oh, okay.
Jewish Yoko.
So Jihadi John was the only one who died.
Damn, dude.
The Jihadi Beatles.
That's very funny.
Yeah.
Jihadi Green Day.
Yeah. They should have
Jihadi Limp Bizkit.
Jihadi Fred
Break
Durst.
stuff.
Jihadi Fred Durst.
Jihadi Fred Durst. I want to watch the Fred Durst movie. The one I sent you the other day.
Oh yeah.
He wrote it. It's like about John Travolta plays an autistic stalker. And it's like it's like one of the worst rated movies ever.
He played
I saw
himself.
that.
He
I
played
wanna
himself
watch
in Y2K. In that movie Y2K that came out last year.
I didn't see that.
Fred Durst played himself, and they did a break stuff scene.
That's cool. That is tight. Break me. People were very mad at him after Woodstock '99.
Dude.
Who's Frank Durst?
Fred Durst is the lead singer of Limp Bizkit.
Oh,
Frank Durst is his brother who went into finance.
But someone put it
That
pretty
was a lie. Just trick days.
pretty well. They were like, all the bands that showed up, they did their job and like tore the roof off the place.
Yeah.
It's the people who like went to go. Not good PR for whites.
No.
The whites were
I mean, listen.
acting
If
up.
you're looking for bad PR for any race, you can find it pretty easy.
Yeah, and Woodstock 99.
Yeah.
It's the worst one of all the whites of anyone in history.
My parents were watching a documentary about a cult in India, and they were like doing interviews with people from there. And this lady got on, and just as soon as she started talking, we all started laughing because their accent is just so funny.
It's a tough if you're from India and you learn English, that's tough.
Yeah, you're stuck with that accent.
It doesn't go together well. How we talk and how they talk. If someone is bilingual from India, I haven't seen anyone like the other way around. Like I wonder what I would sound like if I was fluent in.
yeah. They don't really talk about that. American
no language.
accents in different languages.
It's because English is king, dude.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It's like, laugh if you want. I speak the most powerful language in the world.
I think Mandarin is like the best one. I think it is like so complicated, but also like more tonal and emotional. So when you have to like, if you want to get a point across, you have to raise your voice
Dude.
in a certain way.
I
Like
just saw,
Japanese is pretty fire.
Yeah.
Japanese is pretty fun.
I just saw a picture of Russian cursive today. Dead ass, it is just squiggly lines.
Yeah.
It's just
Russian's
people
tough.
going. It's crazy.
Those
Russian sounds
Vidal,
like their
yeah.
tongues are swollen.
Their
like-
alphabet,
Yeah.
dude, their alphabet is like fucked up. How do you even begin to learn that?
I don't know. Jordan's learning it. I don't get it.
It's starting to bother me how smart your girlfriend is.
She's wicked smart.
Like, it's pissing me off a little
My
bit.
boy's wicked smart.
She's into,
That's how you should
Smart.
like announce her to like be or like introduce her. Like my boy's wicked smart.
she's into like astrophysics and she's learning Russian.
Yeah.
What is her minor Russian, or is she just doing that on the side?
Does she want to join the
I think it's
CIA?
minor, I guess, or something.
That seems like some
Is she
CIA
in the
shit.
CIA?
No, just space stuff.
Doing a
Space
really
stuff is always
complicated,
related with
a really
Russian stuff.
complicated like a profession, and then like having a minor in a language. I'm always like
So
CIA.
Yeah,
You
dude.
want to go over there? Are you getting
Maybe.
recruited
You're gonna
right
have
now?
to. You're gonna have to quit comedy.
no, dude.
If you're in the CIA, your significant other cannot be doing comedy. That is like the loosest of ends.
She's not doing that. She's gonna be an
You
astronaut.
don't
Dude.
know. OU used to be a big recruiting ground for the CIA.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Your girlfriend's gonna be an astronaut?
No.
Oh,
Maybe. I don't know.
you just don't believe it.
I mean, yeah, she can't tell him.
No, she keeps talking about it, and I'm just like, oh yeah, space is gonna be crazy.
I don't know what she's. I don't know what she's gonna do after she graduates.
You know what's funny
I really
is
have no idea.
literally all
for
the
NASA,
dumbest
you
people I know are the ones who are like, we're all gonna go to space one day. Like we just hired this new guy at work, and he is
Dumb.
he is dumb. Like he's just like a dumb person. And we were all just like at the office one day because of weather, and I didn't say much that day because I'm just kind of on my phone. And he was like, yeah, we're all going to go to space one day. It's going to be crazy. I can't believe I'm going to go to space. And I was like, dude, you are so far down the list of people who are going to get sent to space.
She's not going to space until space is like cruise ship.
It's going to be
things,
full.
and that's gonna be years.
When there's a Burger King in space, they will invite you. Until that point, you are not on the list. Sorry, dude. And that goes for all the dumb people who won't shut the fuck up about space. You're not going to space. Sorry. You're not.
We're already in space.
Technically.
We're in space right now.
Yeah.
Everything's in space.
Also, have you seen a movie about space? It's not good.
Nah.
You don't want to go to
Gravity.
space. Gravity
You ever
is
seen Gravity?
it's a nightmare.
I think
It's a literal
Gravity.
nightmare.
That movie is just like the obstacle course at Heyday. If you can do that, you can survive the movie Gravity.
Yeah.
I have a
down
hot
with
take.
that.
2001: A Space Odyssey is a dog shit.
The
movie.
Jetsons. That's pretty awesome.
What do you think about
That's
that? What do you think about that take?
What'd you just say?
The Jetsons. is-
2001 is a dog shit movie.
Yeah, I think it's very boring. I mean, it's really cool. But
Only
it's really
tried to
boring.
watch it.
I think
Once.
I think it's sorry what?
Fell asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
I
boring.
was there. It was like the whole family.
Yeah.
Like literally the entire family watched it. And I think by the end
Dave.
only
Half the
me and
movie.
my dad were still watching it, and we were like, what is
Dave.
going on?
It's
Snooze
I'm
fest.
sorry, I can't do that, Dave.
I think it's because like back then all of the special effects or whatever that was like super cool and everything. So they hold those shots for so long of just a spaceship floating around. And I'm sure people back then were shitting themselves in the fucking movie theater. But now I'm like, all right, get to the fucking point. I'm just watching that and then ooh, the whole time, and I'm like, ah, damn.
Yeah, it's like, dude, have you seen, I don't know, Alien versus
Star
Predator?
Wars. Star Wars is way better. Alien vs Predator, way better.
Way better.
Predator movies.
Star Wars shirt right now.
You wearing a Star Wars shirt right
Oh
now?
hell yeah, dude.
Empire Strikes Back, baby.
What's your favorite Star Wars movie?
Ooh.
Empire Strikes Back. I mean, it's the best.
Probably Empire Strikes Back, and then Revenge of the Sith too.
What do you think about Disney Star Wars? Here we go.
I hate it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
Spencer.
I hate it.
We we watched Rise of Skywalker together.
We watched all
All
Three
the
of the-
sequels
yeah.
together in theaters. And I remember
Dog shit.
watching Rise of Skywalker. We were like through the whole movie we were just like, what the fuck is going on? And then at the very end when she looks at Rey and she's like, what's your name? We were literally
We're like,
going,
"Don't say
don't
it." Yeah.
fucking
Don't
say
you
it.
say
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And then she goes, Skywalker. We were like, nah, fuck. And it was dead to me after
Dude,
that.
they brought back Palpatine and by doing that ruined the entire first 6 movies.
They literally, yeah.
All of Anakin's whole thing about how he's the chosen one and the prophecy and all that
They
is
killed it.
fucking ruined now. And saving and killing himself to save his son and balancing the
Caleb.
Force.
as far as I'm concerned, it's not canon.
Yes, same.
Yeah.
Same.
It's a mistake. Apparently, Kathleen Kennedy is stepping down.
I heard that
Thank
that
you.
was a fake.
Would you give me one
rumor.
too, please, please, please?
You heard that was a fake rumor?
I did.
Damn it.
I've been hearing for a while that George was going to be back in there, and I think maybe he had something to do with it, but I don't know.
What I heard is Kathleen Kennedy was going to step down, and either Dave Filoni or Jon Favreau was going to take her place.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either
Yeah,
one of those
ideal.
would be good.
Yeah.
Either one. That guy will definitely smoke with you.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's my roommate, Caden.
Word.
I told him, I was like, if you peer pressure Days, he will smoke with you.
Not tonight, no.
I'm telling you, he's going to, it's because he's not getting actual peer pressure.
It's not going to happen.
Spencer's a convincing
My
guy.
mind is a steel trap, dude.
No, it's not.
I've heard that.
No, it's not. It's not at all.
He said, I've heard that's not true. He did have a plan to fuck with you this whole episode, and he didn't do it.
I did.
He got too zooted before, and he forgot.
No, I remembered.
But he liked
What were
you.
you going to do?
I was gonna just act like you were the Jamie of this podcast.
Oh, I
the
see.
whole time.
That's good.
Just be like, hey, dude, Dates, Google that for us real quick.
Yeah.
He hates it when you tell him to Google something. Every time I tell him to Google something, he throws a fit. He goes, I don't want to. Then I go, I have to set all this up.
I
My
do Google
phone's
on the
over there."
episodes, but mostly it's just because you guys say something or mention some actor or somebody that I have no idea who it is. Like, I think one time it was Netanyahu, and I was like, this guy invented Yahoo? And I looked it up. Turns out he did not.
No. Let's do one round of improv with Spencer,
Okay.
and then we'll end it.
Spencer, do you got it? You got something?
You got a premise for improv?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Okay, that's fine. I saw that one coming, I'm going to be honest, fellas.
That's fair.
Caleb. Your premise last time sucked. You need some redemption.
Yeah, it did suck last time, but I also had the good one of Dace cutting off his arm
That
and getting arrested.
That is classic.
Yeah, I would never do that to you. I'd never be like, that sucked. Redemption. Redemption, Tyler. But yeah, I'll think of something.
I'm just saying.
Dick.
We're on,
Whoa.
we're in,
Shell it out, but he can't take it, folks.
we're in Ukraine.
Nice. I like it. Already.
And all four of us were soldiers, and we somehow were separated from our guys. We're all in different regiments, and we meet up randomly, and we don't know who's Ukrainian and who's Russian.
Okay.
So I guess we all bump into each other. So I start talking, and I'm like, "Oh, hello."
Hi.
Howdy.
Who are you guys?
I'm a very impressive soldier.
I am farmer. Very nice farmer.
Who's this?
I am
Why did you shoot that man?
He sounded bad.
He was a bad guy.
I agree. Look at him. His face looks fucked up, mischievous.
My wife.
Thank you for killing that man. We should follow him. He protected us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm actually a liberal arts student from NYU, and I came to.
He was gay. We cannot have gay man on battlefield. Whose side are you on?
Russia.
Me too. Vladimir Putin rocks.
He's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy. Fuck Ukraine.
Yeah.
I don't like it there. They're Nazis and gay. All right, good improv. That was great.
That was good.
It was good. Anytime someone pulls out a gun and murders someone, that's a good improv.
Always. We learned that from Michael Scott.
Yeah. We've talked about, as a bit, doing improv. Some of you don't understand that that's a bit. I think Caleb has actually considered it, but for the rest of us, am I wrong, Dace? That's a bit. We're not actually going to take improv classes.
No, I'm not gonna take improv classes.
Yeah, because
I probably will at one point.
I thought about doing it.
you would be good at it, but yeah, I'm telling you right now, you would hate it there.
I thought about it a little bit, and then I went to OKC Improv
What
for
up,
the
dude?
mic.
This is my brother.
What's up, dude?
Yeah, dude. He has a pre-roll. He's looking for someone to smoke with him. Yeah, I told him you would be down because literally every time I see you, you're rolling up.
I'm
So,
down.
fuck yeah, dude. No, I'm not throwing her on him.
Oh no.
He's an open mind, brother.
Doing shit. Get the fuck.
All right, we can wrap this up. Does anyone have anything to promote?
Stuff in April, May, and June. So I can do that
Jesus
later.
Christ, dude.
You're booked up to
It's
June.
just 3 shows. It's 3 separate.
One in each month.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I don't have.
Yeah, I
that.
have one in May, I guess, but I don't really have the details yet. So I have a couple in May. One's in Austin. Hopefully, I get more in Austin, but one's in Oklahoma. No, it's not. It's somewhere in Oklahoma.
Spencer, do you have any rapping gigs coming up?
I have a collab coming up with Big Dill.
Big deal.
Yeah.
Pickle.
Yeah, dude, he is a pickle.
Do you have to put the
He has a beef going on with T-Pain.
Whoa.
when your kids won't go to sleep? What do you do?
I'll tell you exactly what he does.
You know, nothing pretty much.
Yeah, He gets either his wife or my mom, and he's like, "Help!" And then he goes play Fortnite.
No, I mean they just like go back to bed pretty much.
Nice.
Eventually,
Yeah.
the kid will fall asleep. That's what you got to keep in mind.
Yeah.
You just got to lock in, put on some headphones, and go, "This will pass." That's pretty much the whole thing. The stage he's in, honestly, it's a lot of just like ignoring your child.
That's dope.
Yeah. It's pretty sick. Right now, for me, it's a lot of go back to bed. That's not a real problem,
Yeah.
but that's about it.
That's pretty sick.
Days, do you have anything to promote?
I got nothing.
Okay. Sounds good. That's the episode. We'll definitely have you back.
Great.
This episode, it was like you were on, but not really on.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were like in the background.
Yeah.
Next time,
You'll get more comfortable on the mic.
you'll get more comfortable and you'll be less zooted, maybe.
Maybe.
You got 300 milligrams flowing through you.
Word.
It's a big deal. It's not for the faint of heart.
It's not.
No. Not you pussies out there. My brother's an actual stoner. Pretty sick, dude.
Thanks, Spencer.
Thanks for coming on, dude.
Thank you, Spencer.
Thank you,
Of
Spencer.
course.
We
Thanks
love
for having
Spencer
me.
Barris.
We love
Thanks
you.
for
We're all
having
big
me.
fans. That's the episode. Like, subscribe, 5-star ratings, comments, share, all that jazz. Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your brother, tell your sister, tell your aunt, tell your uncle, tell your cousins, tell your friends, tell your dog. Don't tell your cat, dude. Bye.